I mentioned in another video about how to create a type of culture that would allow us to have really excellent meetings, brainstorming sessions, and one of the things I mentioned in that was creating a participatory culture, how to foster that participation on a daily basis with your people. So now we're going to talk about really how to foster that participation. I want a collaborative effort with my people. I want them to collaborate in meetings. I want them to collaborate with me on a daily basis. I want their thoughts and ideas. So I'm going to do three things to foster, to cultivate that kind of participation. Number one, I'm going to ask them their thoughts and opinions on a variety of things. If I'm going to change something on a manufacturing line, I'm going to ask the people on that line what their thoughts are. If I'm going to set goals, I'm going to I'm not going to let people set the goals, but I'm going to give them participation in the goals. I'm going to ask them their thoughts on the goals that I or we are setting for them. Whatever adjustments or changes I make, I'm going to ask if we have a project, a major project, and I've got a group of people that are going to be helping me with that project, I'm going to ask their thoughts and opinions the entire way through. So the first thing I'm going to do is not assume people should just offer their thoughts and opinions thinking that we want them. I'm going to verbally ask for them and not assume that they know I want them. I'm going to ask for them. The other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to reward them. I'm going to reward them having thoughts and ideas. And the way I do that is not by handing them, money every time they come up with an idea, but it's through my appreciation, through my pat on the back, through my receptivity, even if their idea isn't perfect, to really appreciate the fact that they are participating, that they are coming up with thoughts and ideas, even if they aren't perfect thoughts and ideas. So my reward is going to be through my reaction. My reward is going to be through my body language. My reward is going to be through my appreciation. And the third thing I'm going to do is I'm going to give people credit for their ideas. I'm not going to be a credit stealer. I know a woman who was in quality once in a large organization who was asked to write a new quality manual for the organization, spent months working on this quality manual, months, and it was this thick when she got done with it. She passed it on up to the vice president, and the vice president took her work, slapped his name on it, and passed it on to the CEO of the board as his work, and somewhere about the fifth page, somewhere small in italics, she got a little bit credit for helping him. And I remember I was coaching her at the time. And she said, just like an actor or actress would do, she looked at me and said, what's my motivation? What are people's motivation to come up with thoughts and ideas if we're going to be egotistical credit stealers and not give them the credit for those ideas? As a matter of fact, I think just the opposite. I think not only should we be people that are giving people credit for the ideas, but we should be people that are bragging up about them. Let's say somebody comes, you want to foster people coming up with ideas and participating? Let's say someone comes up with a great idea and you're you're a mid-level supervisor or the general manager of a plant, whatever it might be, or just about any level, vice president, whatever it happens to be. And somebody comes with an idea that works. And instead of just the opposite of me stealing the credit and taking credit for that person's idea, instead we go to the CEO and we say, Bob, hey, this idea that's worked really well? Bob says, yeah. Well, here's the person that came up with that idea. I think it would be really cool if you wrote this person a little note thanking for their idea and encouraging them to continue to participate, whatever, and either send it to their home or leave it on the person's desk or whatever, really showing that type of appreciation. And think for a moment. If you work for that vice president or that general manager and you get a note from the CEO, two things. Number one, you're getting credit for your ideas. And number two, not only is your boss not stealing the credit, but he or she is bragging up about you. Are you going to continue to come up with thoughts and ideas for that organization? I promise you are. You will be stoked to do that. So just the opposite of stealing credit, we give credit, we brag up, and that spurs people that much more to come up with thoughts and ideas. So again, fostering participation in the workplace. We ask people for their ideas, not assume that they know we want them. We ask for them, verbally ask for them. Second, we reward them by our reaction and our appreciation for their ideas that come. And thirdly, we make sure they get credit for their thoughts and ideas. That will foster that participatory culture that we all need.